Friends, pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary for Thanksgiving week. What did I do from Monday, the 20th of November, through Saturday, the 25th of November, 2023? And it was basically a combination of family visiting and preparation for the year 2024 on our calendar. Let me summarize it in detail. Monday, the 20th, started out at my office doing some work on emails. I'll go through the topics in a moment, but then I went to the local Quest Diagnostic Center, had to do some blood tests, routine for my doctor, and everything is checking out good with that. Then I went to back to my desk, and had to deal with things like preparation for tapings during the week, communication with our administrative team about our book, new book that is coming out, Pro-Life Religious Council, of which I serve as president, working with some communication with the board there, sent 3 articles out to some key publications that I had written over the weekend, giving approval to an appeal letter and reaching out to a group that's inviting me to jump onto a Zoom call with some faithful people who are influencers in Hollywood, and then also communication with one of the pollsters that we are working with to prepare a major survey. I had a good conversation with Deacon Keith over in the Diocese of Tyler. He works closely with Bishop Strickland. We were talking about various things. I had meetings with my staff in regard to data preparation for our annual Christmas cards, work with our resource department about big mailings that are going out, work with some of our data people about updating contact information for pro-life leaders, and work with some of our technology people about some email blasts that need to go out to our full list. This work, together with the staff and at my desk, took me through lunchtime and into mid-afternoon, and then I was picked up at 3:30 to go to the airport. Communicated with staff and other leaders by phone on my way there, and while waiting for the plane, basically took off just after 6:30 p.m. to go to New York. Flew into White Plains Airport to begin my home visit for Thanksgiving. Tuesday, the 21st, I was here at home. You notice, by the way, I'm doing the video from here at home in Portchester. Got up and did a bunch of work on my emails, Silent No More campaign, data updates, preparation for our Right Side Broadcasting Praying for America programs, some communication with pro-life leaders regarding the Florida pro-abortion amendment that the other side is trying to push through. Preparations for the March for Life, of course, are frequent in these days, and the prayer service that we lead, and the Silent No More gathering that we lead, and so forth. Inquiry from a student. I gave some input to one of my staff who are responding to those inquiries. Students often write to us and say, I'm doing research on abortion, give me some ideas. Preparation for participating with Turning Point USA in their main conference is coming December. Some communications about that, and also some outreach to various pro-life leaders. On Tuesday, the 21st, we had some friends come over to the house, and we had to clean out a lot of garbage from the cellar. So on Tuesday, the 21st, we took several hours of doing that, taking things that had accumulated over the years that we don't need anymore, and getting them ready to discard. So a good deal of house cleaning on Tuesday the 21st. Of course, visiting with my mom. At 10:45, I had a video podcast that I taped for, and this was with Sean Duffy and Rachel Campos Duffy for Fox Audio Digital. You might have seen or heard the podcast. So it was great to talk with them for about 45 minutes. Then I went back to continue working with the guys, cleaning up the house. My cousin came over to visit. Late in the afternoon, I went over to the local fish store, one of my favorite places, got some late lunch over there. The guys who were helping us clean up the house finished, and they left. And then I was visiting with my mom and my brother the rest of the day, and also doing various work on my emails and some checking in with the staff as necessary by phone. Went to bed early. Wednesday the 22nd, the day before Thanksgiving, we had another appointment for work on the house from an extermination company. They came and just checked things out and made sure everything was okay. I did some work with them earlier in the morning for a while. On my emails, I had to deal with things like preparation of the Priest for Life mailing of Christmas cards. We got news that Chris Slattery, our pro-life colleague and friend over many years, passed away early in the morning. So Chris Slattery had been ill with cancer, as many of you know. So, of course, I had the necessary communications in regard to that. And then there was some communication with the broader group of pro-life leaders about issues of strategy that I had written about in some of my recent columns. I continued then on Wednesday visiting here with family and also working on the 2024 calendar. At this time of the year, we take a very detailed look at the calendar of the coming year, and as a result of administrative meetings and strategy meetings with our team and with other pro-life leaders, we start mapping out a lot of the activities for the year. So I had to spend a substantial amount of time doing that, going between that and family visiting the rest of that day, the 22nd of November. The next day, of course, was Thanksgiving. I had to do a little bit of email work, but went out for, before my mom got up, I went out for a nice Thanksgiving breakfast. I had some communication with a state senator from Arkansas who's planning a big gathering in Washington. So we were texting a little bit that morning on some last minute details. And I also was doing some work on social media, reaching out to various groups, dioceses, and leaders with Thanksgiving messages. Then when I came back, we was working on some liturgical revisions as well. That is resources that we have online for clergy throughout the year to preach the pro-life message. So I was doing some work on that, and then, of course, visiting time with the family, and then a nice decoration of the Christmas tree, of course. I usually do that on Thanksgiving Day. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have a good celebration of Advent. It is Christmas preparation, but we put up the decorations and got the tree all set, as many people are doing during these days. And then we had an early afternoon appointment at a reservation, I should say, at a very nice restaurant nearby where my cousin, my brother, and my mom and I went out for the Thanksgiving dinner. They served a traditional turkey dinner for Thanksgiving, so enjoyed that in the afternoon. And of course, the visiting with family. By the time I got back, I was quite tired and did a little bit of checking in on my email, but went to bed early as well. Then Friday the 24th was a busy day here again. And now I told you that on Tuesday we had gathered together a lot of junk from the cellar and things that we didn't need. So Friday was the day that the truck came to take the junk away. So I had to work with those men for a little while, make sure that everything was done in good order. Got that done, and had more communication with the state senator that I mentioned. Big event coming up in D.C., and more work on the 2024 calendar. As I mentioned, I basically sat here with my traveling office, my computer, and took care of many of those kinds of details. Also, approving the e-letter, writing the e-letter, I should say, for our Silent No More communication with all our regional coordinators for the month of December, and preparing some tapings for the days that I'll be back in the office, and then working on some other invitations for upcoming travels. And that took me through Friday the 24th, together, of course, with visiting again with the family, with my mom, my brother, and so forth. Saturday the 25th, I was here with my mom at the house, and along with the visiting, did a lot of work on that. Actually finished the work on that 2024 calendar, and also on the revision of online liturgical resources for churches and clergy. And then started working on some end of the year summaries and evaluations and preparation for this was another big thing, our upcoming pastoral team meeting in December, where we bring in our team and our staff that work at other locations. We'll bring them into the main office for a whole week of meetings and also a celebration of Christmas. That'll be towards mid-December. So I had to work on a lot of scheduling issues for that, especially tapings that we're going to do with different members of the team. And I had to revise a lot of the material for that taping, spots that they will read from the teleprompter, for example, interviews that we will do with different members of our team, and end-of-year reports that we will summarize for each other and for you. So lots of work besides the visiting with the family, lots of work here at my desk. So those were and then I went to bed early. Saturday night too, was pretty tired. So the 20th through the 25th of November, 2023, Thanksgiving week. That's what I did. I hope your celebration was excellent, and we will talk to you soon.